In a peaceful valley surrounded by rolling green hills, there lived a young shepherd boy whose job was to watch over the village sheep. Every morning he guided the flock up the hillside where the grass was fresh and soft, and every evening he brought them safely home before sunset. Although the hills were beautiful, the boy often felt lonely. The villagers spent their days working together in the fields and markets below, while he sat alone, with nothing but the sound of wind and the endless bleating of sheep. Day after day, the silence began to bother him. One afternoon, as he looked down toward the busy village, a mischievous idea suddenly crossed his mind. He wondered what would happen if he shouted for help. A grin slowly spread across his face. Leaping onto a large stone, the boy screamed as loudly as he could. "Wolf! Wolf! A wolf is attacking the sheep!" The frightened cries echoed across the valley. Within moments, villagers came rushing up the hill carrying sticks, tools, and ropes. Their faces were filled with panic as they prepared to chase away the dangerous animal. But when they reached the top, they stopped in confusion. The sheep were perfectly safe. There was no wolf. The boy burst into laughter as he watched the exhausted villagers catch their breath. "I fooled all of you!" he shouted proudly. Some villagers became angry, while others simply looked disappointed. An elderly farmer stepped forward and shook his head. "You should never joke about danger," the old man warned him. "One lie can destroy the trust of many people." But the shepherd boy paid little attention to the warning. He was too entertained by the excitement he had created. Several days later, boredom returned once again. Wanting another moment of excitement, the boy repeated the same trick. "Wolf! Wolf! Help me!" The villagers heard his cries and rushed toward the hill for a second time. But when they arrived, they found the boy laughing harder than before. This time, the villagers were furious. "You lied to us again," one villager said angrily. "No one will believe you if you continue behaving this way," another warned. Still laughing, the shepherd boy watched them leave. As the days passed, the villagers slowly stopped trusting him. Then one evening, just as the golden sunlight began to disappear behind the mountains, the sheep suddenly became restless. Some huddled together nervously, while others tried to run. The boy frowned and looked around. That was when he saw it. A large gray wolf emerged silently from the tall grass, its sharp eyes fixed on the flock. The boy's heart nearly stopped. This was no joke. The wolf growled and moved closer. Terrified, the boy screamed with all his strength. "Wolf, please help! The wolf is real!" His desperate voice echoed across the valley, louder than ever before. But in the village below, nobody came. The villagers heard him, yet they believed he was lying again. "He fooled us twice already," one villager muttered. "It's probably another trick," said another. Meanwhile, the wolf charged into the flock. Sheep scattered in every direction as the boy desperately tried to defend them with his stick and stones. But he was only a frightened child, and there was little he could do alone. By the time the villagers finally climbed the hill after sunset, the wolf had vanished into the dark forest. Several sheep were gone. The shepherd boy sat on the ground beside the remaining flock, tears running down his face. The same elderly farmer approached him quietly. This time, there was sadness in his eyes instead of anger. "Nobody believes a liar," he said softly, "even when the liar tells the truth." The boy lowered his head in shame. At that moment, he understood something he would never forget. Trust is easy to lose and very difficult to earn back. From that day on, the shepherd boy became honest and responsible, and he never lied again. And throughout the village, the story of the boy who cried wolf was told for generations as a reminder that honesty is one of the most valuable things a person can have. Honesty builds trust, while lies destroy it. Once trust is broken, even the truth may no longer be believed.